Okay, 1, 2. This is on Dr. Oz is getting sued because Merck, GlaxoSmithKline, and Sanofi, 9 years of proven cures, swamped these defendants, perpetrators, to aid and abet epidemics of mass destruction. Defendants have to pay. Now, it's not even a federal offense to bring it to court saying it's a federal offense that somebody is underselling you. All you drug companies care about is money. You don't care about drugs. You want to sell the most amount of drugs to cure the least amount of people. This property is in default and scheduled to be seized. So Dr. Oz here we go. I told you, I was going to write it up for $9.5 million. $9.5 million. For felony conspiracy to aid and abet epidemics of mass destruction. Dr. Oz has cured over 235,000 people of diabetes and does not make phony statements. The pharmacy companies want to make phony claims that cutting into their profits is not part of their program to sell the most amount of drugs to cure the least amount of people. The plaintiff wants to sell the least amount of drugs to cure the most amount of people. Plaintiff demands that the cures be used like the cure to the AIDS virus that was filed in 1995 against the Food and Drug Administration. There we go again. Dr. Oz has cured over 235,000 patients of diabetes, and the pharmaceutical companies are trying to push drugs that don't work, aiding and abetting epidemics of mass destruction. Broadcasting a cure is part of the oath of the doctors are supposed to go by. The pharmacy companies are aiding and abetting epidemics of mass destruction since and before I filed the cure to the AIDS virus in 1995. Documents date. This is a travesty, and a judge that dismisses this case an appeal will remove the judge from the bench. Defendants are aiding and abetting epidemics of mass destruction. GlaxoSmithKline. Citizen of unknown. Address unknown. Criminal conspiracy to aid and abet epidemics of mass destruction. Defendants are aiding and abetting epidemics of mass destruction. 470. Criminal conspiracy to aid and abet epidemics of mass destruction. Also 444. Medical malpractice. There we go. There's a paper trail of criminal conspiracy to racketeer, also aid and abet epidemics of mass destruction. Dr. Diablo 666 at gmail.com. MordaskyKeith.km at gmail.com. And what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phone numbers. You're all set, Dr. Oz. It's not a federal case to be cutting into the pharmaceuticals, selling the most amount of drugs to cure the least amount of people.